What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've sat and talked like this. Pretty much, I can't even remember the last time I actually did something like this. I know I talked about the Jeff Hardy retrospective thing not too long ago. I'm gonna give credit where credit's due here. I had a comment from Malcolm Studies. They left a comment on my first Swanton bomb, which was the first time I ever attempted it. I'll put the video link in the description there too. His comment reads, "There could be a storyline in WWE where Jeff Hardy retires from wrestling and he could introduce this guy as his son. So basically he will be Jeff Hardy Jr., so we'd still have Jeff Hardy in WWE." The reason that I'm touting this comment is because it kind of has to do with what my original idea, my original pitch, if I were to ever actually be a professional wrestler, like in the WWE, this would be what I would have wanted or would have thought was a cool idea. Not because I ever personally thought I was Jeff Hardy, except when I did. But I didn't, and I did. But you'll never know which, because it's both. Never and always. Anyways, my idea would be to be Jeff Hardy's biggest fan. It wasn't that I was gonna be Jeff Hardy. The idea would be that I don't know whether it would be like just a big fan that he met in a backstage segment and it kind of turned into a storyline where he allowed me to start tagging along with him, and eventually we would start wrestling together. We would come out, we would do the Hardy dance together, same theme song. I would start dressing like Jeff, and maybe we'd even win tag team titles together, kind of being similar movesets and stuff. Eventually, I would turn on Jeff. I would turn heel because he's the reason we lost the titles together. The fans were still, you know, crazy about Jeff Hardy. Nobody was paying as much attention to me. I was still getting over, obviously, because I was being like Jeff Hardy, but the crowd was still loving the original. So that's why I would turn heel. It would be a jealousy kind of thing. And then it would kind of be just, you know, I hate Jeff Hardy now. I could be better at being Jeff Hardy than being Jeff Hardy. So the heel heat would be ginormous because everybody would be, well, exactly how the fucking comment section of the video goes. My Seriously I'm Not Jeff Hardy video. It's everybody who's like, "You are not Jeff Hardy! You could never be him! You're nothing like him! You don't look like him! You're just a wannabe!" See, that translates to legitimate fucking heat. The crowd would hate me for this. Because not only was at first they're like, "Yeah, he's cool because he's kind of like Jeff Hardy." Now he's like, "No, fuck this guy because he's hurting Jeff Hardy, because he's jealous of Jeff Hardy, because he wants to be Jeff Hardy." So it would be kind of like what the internet comment section on my YouTube video thinks turn into a legitimate storyline. Down the road I could, you know, come back and be a babyface, whether I save Jeff or something down the road. Like, we have our feud. Whoever wins, wins. Hopefully, since me being the younger talent, would get a clean win or a decisive win somewhere down the line. Maybe even like somehow it comes full circle with like an Intercontinental Championship opportunity or something, and I beat Jeff, and then I go on and just, whatever my character is, I start, you know, taunting like Jeff Hardy or whatever. I would tease the crowd with Swanton bombs and stuff. And maybe this would be a point when Jeff would be written off TV or switch to a different brand, whether I'm Raw, SmackDown, he'd be on the opposite. And then eventually when I do that face turn and, you know, save Jeff or whatever, we reunite as best friends, maybe that's just kind of the end of it. Now we're both faces, maybe we'd get the tag team gold again and lose it and then go our separate ways. And it kind of ties back into the comment here that when Jeff finally retires, because I'm about 13 years younger than Jeff. I can't remember. Jeff Hardy's 42. I just turned 31 March 11th, so he is 11 years older than me. So when he finally, you know, ages out of it, finally decides to hang it up, I'd still have a little bit of time, and then I could start, you know, I could change my look and everything, but I could still maybe do the Swanton Bomb as my finish. Instead of doing the Twist of Fate, I always liked the, I can't remember, up and down. It's not quite the Falcon Arrow. R-Truth does it sometimes. You lift them up for a suplex, and instead of suplexing them, you sit down and they do a front face bump. I can't remember what that move's called. but I would do that to set up for it instead of the twist of fate. So I could still, you know, do the Jeff homage, you know. Ah! Whoa! Boom! And then go up top and hit the Swanton. But that would be my idea, and then, you know, whatever happens over time. But that is kind of my pitch. If I were to ever have actually gone to the WWE, if this wouldn't have worked out, I have no idea what my gimmick would have been, because I never thought that far ahead. I just thought, based on the video and the crowd reaction on YouTube, that it would be a solid way to get me over. Yeah. Shout out to Malcolm. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to me. Am I talking about myself? Who knows?